Operating system. We got some questions, right? What is the server's purpose? How many users will be connecting at once? How critical is it that the server stay up and running? No matter what. So these are a couple of things we could ask ourselves. It's all about planning servers before jumping into the fun. So we might ask, will the server be installed on physical hardware? That'll be important to know. Does the server support BIOS or UEFI? That's a good question. What else could we ask ourselves? Are we installing the Windows, Unix, or Linux OS? What else might we want to know? What type of disk partitioning and file systems? How will we remote connect to the server? How will we remote connect to the server? We might ask, how will patches be applied? We might ask, how will we secure the server? Secured. That's a new word we're making up right now. Server securing. Okay. So we got a bunch of questions in here. Then let's see. So it says servers provide services and content. Okay, so let's make a new page. And let's call this page 2. Let's call this page 2. Okay. And so, provide services and content to users. That's kind of our purpose of a server. Companies often have their own servers running on their own equipment, but installing, configuring, and running various server roles in the cloud is becoming more and more common. How do I spell that freaking word? I just read it. Oh man. Or the cloud. Okay. What else do we want to know about servers? Cloud is becoming more common. Virtual servers. The great thing about provisioning virtual server roles in the public cloud is how quickly you can get a server up and running without an investment in hardware. Yeah, we'll just type virtual servers. They're good. We're going to learn more about those. Generally, you only pay for the time the virtual server is running. Okay, that's good to know. So we'll learn Windows Server operating systems, we'll learn Red Hat, Enterprise Linux, hands-on exercises and troubleshooting. Okay. So within here we have server roles. Rollers. Server roles. So you might have infrastructure services such as NTP, DNS, DHCP, right? So NTP, DNS, we should know what these are. If we don't, we'll review them later. DHCP. So those services such as NTP, DNS, and DHCP must be in place before anything else will work on the network. Sounds a little important, doesn't it? Okay. So we got infrastructure services. So NTP assures that devices agree on the time. DHCP delivers valid IP configuration. DNS is to resolve friendly names such as www and stuff like that. Let's make a new page here. Page 3. And let's cut out this crap up here. Oh dear. There we go. Nice. Okay. Well. Crap. Let's Control Z a few times. Here. Do it like that. Now. Oh, I don't want to do that. There. Okay, that only took about forever and a half. Directory servers. Provide central access. Directory servers provide a central network database of configuration objects, such as user accounts used for authentication. Central network database of configuration objects. Centora. Network database of configuration objects. Such as user accounts, UDSR accounts, User accounts used for authentication. That's a good example. Microsoft Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS. Did I get all that right? Microsoft Active Directory Domain Services, okay, ADDS. DNS must function for AD to be functional. Okay, we'll do that. We'll install that in Chapter 3. We'll have application servers. You bet your ass we will. What do we care? And web servers. Why do we care? Oh shit, what have I done? Okay, hang on. Let me get back on track. Okay. How are they different? Traditionally, application servers run a server-side application clients can access over the internet. These days, connections often use HTTP or its secure counterpart HTTPS. That means a web server needs to be on the server side to handle these requests. Application server comes into play when developers build a business-specific solution on the web server. So we got like server-side applications. We have business-specific solutions on the web server. Business logic. Let's make that a new one too. Business logic. What is that? Business logic is like... hang on. Business logic. There we go. Payment processing for e-commerce transactions. Planning for and configuring a web application server have different requirements than internal file server would have. Okay, so that brings us to another type of file server. We have, let's just duplicate. What have I done? Did I get the wrong damn number? Okay, page 23. There's a page 2. Okay. So let's duplicate this. Let's make a page 4. Let's try and do it this time without screwing it up. File servers. File servers are file repositories in the enterprise. Okay. IT administrators grant permissions and set quotas on disk space usage. Having enough fast disks is a primary concern here. Fast disk space. Fast disk space. And we have quotas ion. Quotas ion. Okay. Have enough fast disks and a primary concern here as network speed for file access. Okay, that sounds important. Cloud storage is all the rage. Individuals and enterprises can provision storage as needed. So can be provisioned as needed on provider equipment and pay only for the amount of disk space used. There are also hybrid solutions where the enterprise file servers can synchronize and even do backups to the cloud. Enterprise file servers can synchronize and even do backups to the cloud. Okay. Awesome. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about maintenance. Let's just leave that as page 1. And so we'll come back and we'll start talking about maintenance when we come back later.